Today, we celebrate the feast of Jesus' baptism in the Jordan. Once again, we meet John the Baptist, that stark figure in the desert, the priest, son of Zechariah, the last of the prophets, at least in the eyes of the people who were storming out to the desert to see him, to hear him, to repent, to do the baptism in the Jordan, to ask for forgiveness of their sins, to prepare for the one who was to come. And today we see Jesus in his first manifestation as a man. And in the early church, the first manifestation that was tied to his humanity, being as Christmas was tied to the baptism. Those two feasts were seen as kind of the epiphany of Jesus, with his presentation to the Magi and his coming of age with his baptism by John. It was very unusual for a man to leave his family and strike out on his own. Family in the Middle East and Israel was very important. They didn't have DNA in that day, but fatherhood and ancestry was very important. And if we recall the story of Jesus' birth and the claiming of Joseph to be his father and how Joseph hesitated, we can see how important it is to link fatherhood with the child. And the baptism today, we see Jesus has left his family, left the village, and struck out on his own in the desert. When he's baptized, the thunder, the descent of the dove, the voice of the Father, "This is my Son." A different father claimed him as his son. He was not only the son of a man, Joseph, but God said, "He is my son, in whom I am well pleased." Jesus was a special God-man. He had not only humanity, but he was the Son of God. His mission was one of love, one of caring, reaching out, of healing, of looking after the poor, the disadvantaged, the ones who were neglected. The people, the leaders, they were already taken care of. They were happy, comfortable, could care less about anything but themselves. But Jesus, the Son of God, he was concerned about everybody, most especially the ones who were the least in his kingdom, in his world, the ones who most needed to be helped, to be loved, to be cared for. And that is our mission as Christians, and as we celebrate the baptism today, is to recall our own baptism. It's a different baptism, a baptism that, yes, forgives sins, but it initiates us into a life of Christ, into the life with the Father, and it imbues in us the Spirit. We have the Spirit of God within us to vivify us, to keep us alive and working towards our eventual home with the Father, who one day we all hope, if we love and care as we should, will say to us, "In you I am well pleased."